Urgent! Commanders fan! Look at what just happened. Nobody saw this coming, huh? But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we bring you daily videos with the latest Commanders news. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Commanders should stay away from latest big name to hit the trade market. Someone is going to give up a haul for Jalen Ramsey, and it shouldn't be Washington. The Miami Dolphins are exploring a potential trade to remove veteran cornerback Jalen Ramsey from the equation. Naturally, every contending team in the NFL has been named as a potential suitor, with the Washington Commanders near the top of that list. However, this is one player who the Commanders would probably be best advised to steer clear of, for a multitude of reasons. First and foremost, Ramsey would come at quite a price. He is set to earn more than $16 million in 2025 and upwards of $25 million in each of the next 3 years. That's a whopping figure that is going to put teams off from taking the plunge. Any team interested in his services will also have to surrender multiple valuable draft picks. The Commanders, who've already sacrificed such capital for wide receiver Deebo Samuel Sr. and left tackle Laramie Tunsil this offseason, cannot afford to do that. Potential Jalen Ramsey trade is a step too far for Commanders GM Adam Peters. When a player of Ramsey's stature becomes available, it's usually worth the risk. The only problem is that the former first-round pick is coming off arguably the worst season of his career, in which he failed to make the Pro Bowl for the first time since he was a rookie. His production was good, but the cracks began to show. He's now on the wrong side of 30 years old. That's ancient by cornerback standards, and Washington already employs one with age concerns in Marshawn Lattimore. Ramsey is also simply not a good cultural fit for Dan Quinn's clubhouse, in which humility and accountability are emphasized. Though he has been one of the league's premier corners throughout his career, the former Jacksonville Jaguars and Los Angeles Rams standout has always had one of the league's biggest egos. The Dolphins have been plagued by what appears to be a lack of leadership in recent times. This can be considered a negative reflection on Ramsey, among others, as he is supposed to be one of the primary players shouldering that responsibility. Simply put, there are too many red flags surrounding Ramsey. The Commanders would be best served not to take the bait. Washington could use some more help at cornerback, but not in the form of a declining me before team veteran performer on a high-priced contract. A hopefully healthy Lattimore and promising second-year contributor Mike Sainristil can be a quality pair of starters, while veteran free agent acquisition Jonathan Jones figures to be a key contributor as well. If Washington brings in any additional cornerbacks this offseason, they should be depth signings, ideally through the later rounds of the 2025 NFL Draft. Adam Peters needs to leave Ramsey alone. Pausing this news just to say that if you want YouTube to keep recommending the latest Commanders news to you, it's very important that you leave a like on this video. Thanks. Now let's get back to the news. Washington Commanders. Tyreek Hill to boost Super Bowl. Hopes the Washington Commanders are aggressively pursuing talent to compete for a Super Bowl following their impressive 125 record and NFC Championship appearance last season. General Manager Adam Peters is focused on maximizing quarterback Jayden Daniels' potential while he's on a rookie contract. Recent acquisitions include Deebo Samuel and left tackle Laramie Tunsil, highlighting the team's strategy of trading draft picks for proven players. With the NFL Draft approaching, speculation mounts that the Commanders could trade for star Tyreek Hill from the Miami Dolphins, adding another dimension to their offense. By the numbers, the Commanders' record last season was 125. Washington traded multiple draft picks for Laramie Tunsil, showcasing their commitment to winning now. State-of-play quarterback Jayden Daniels is improving each game, leading to higher expectations. The Commanders have successfully restructured their roster with impactful veteran signings. What's next? The Commanders are likely to continue their aggressive strategy by exploring a trade for Tyreek Hill. This move could significantly enhance their offensive capabilities ahead of the upcoming season. The team's draft strategy will also be a key factor in how they balance future potential with current needs. Bottom line, the Washington Commanders are all in on a Super Bowl run, signaling a shift to winnow mode through strategic trades and acquisitions. Securing Tyreek Hill could solidify their status as serious contenders in the league, emphasizing the importance of talent surrounding Jayden Daniels. Commanders urged to choose from 2 draft WRs to replace Deebo Samuel Hez under contract for the 2025 season, but Deebo Samuel's future is uncertain beyond then, so the Washington Commanders would be wise to find a successor for the 29-year-old in the 2025 NFL Draft. Fortunately, there are two strong candidates in this class. Both from the same school, according to ESPN's Ben Solak investing in a WR3 who can replace Samuel after his contract expires next year, feels wise, and if they are prioritizing YAC in that role, they should look no further than TCU, both Jack. Beck round 2, maybe round 3, and Savion Williams round 3, maybe round 4, are deadly with the ball in their hands. Using day 2 draft capital on a receiver would be a risk for the Commanders, based on how the strategy yielded little a year ago, when top 100 pick Luke McCaffrey struggled to make any impact. McCaffrey's slower than expected development could be a cautionary tale in his draft, but the Commanders still need receiver help. It's not just about providing a Samuel contingency. TCU duo fit what Commanders want. At wide receiver, Solak has identified a pair of wideouts who fit what the Commanders got when they traded for Samuel back in March, namely a roving target who can line up in multiple spots and be a playmaker after the catch. Beck took his game to new heights during his final year with the Horned Frogs. He snagged 62 receptions for 1,034 yards and 9 touchdowns, per Sports Reference. Many of those yards were gained after the 22-year-old got the ball in his hands. As Solak highlighted, Beck reliably breaks first tackle angle. More than just impressive toughness, he takes some tight corners. Good COD. This is Samuel-esque stuff from a receiver who morphs into a running back post catch. It's a similar story for Williams, who is probably more like Samuel than Beck. Just like the Commanders' newly minted All-Pro, Williams can also line up in the backfield and gash defenses on the ground. Hez at his best turning screens into longer gains, something he showed off during a signature performance against Stanford last season, highlighted by Jamie Plunkett of 247 Sports. Williams is close to a Samuel clone, and while the Commanders don't necessarily need one of those now, they will in the near future. Commanders should plan for a post-Debo Samuel world. He hasn't even played a down in team colors yet, but it's still not too early for the Commanders to think about life after Samuel. There are a few good reasons to engage in some smart future planning during this draft. One of the best reasons concerns Samuel's declining production. He hasn't clocked at least 900 receiving yards in a season since 2021. His rushing numbers have also dropped off every year since, per Pro Football Reference. A sign of the heavy wear and tear Samuel has endured in a dual-threat role. Landing with the Commanders and playing in a Cliff Kingsbury offense is a great way for Samuel to get back on track. If he does, he'll be in line for a major payday a year. From now, drafting a potential successor or two will leave the Commanders in a stronger position come contract negotiation time with a senior player. That's Nazmall consideration when perennial 1,000-yard receiver Terry McLaurin is also in line for his own lucrative extension. This draft is an ideal opportunity for general manager Adam Peets to build on a team strength and ensure a quality stable of targets for the coming key years of quarterback Jaden Daniels' development. And now, Commanders fan, I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I don't know if you know this, but your opinion matters a lot for Commanders. I'll be back any moment with more Commanders news. We want Dallas.